What's good? Safl. I got my boy Adam on here, and we got I guess the people's rap in the middle there. We got E with us again. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? This was a rough week for some people. Let me just start there, and we'll get into it. How you guys doing?
I'm hanging in there, man. I gotta say, if we could pick another name for the episode, it would have been Adam Got It Wrong, because I got a lot of it wrong this week. I'm here to eat my words.
All right. Well, listen, you got me to pick one wrong, so I'm gonna blame you for mine. So, but it's all right. We can't get everything.
Somebody
right?
It was perfect though.
Well, you only picked one game. You were playing the fence.
Somebody here was perfect. So,
Yeah.
All right, guys. So
shot. Mm-hmm.
so let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. I'm going to drop us down a little bit, and let's get into the D3 recap. All right. Hope you guys pay attention to the graphics, right? So some teams were just missing this week. They played.
Did they?
They really play? That's how we felt about it. So I got to see a lot of games this week. I was there almost the whole day. I think I left after right when the last game ended. So let's start with this Caliphs Scott's Tots game. I guess I'll start it off. 0 points. 0 points. Like I think I could score 14 on the field by myself with no other teammates. I think if I'm at the quarterback, I think I could run and get 14. Nope. Yo. What you guys? Go ahead, man.
I'm the worst quarterback in Thunder history, and I never got shut out. So I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know what's going on with that offense. I don't know what's going on with that defense. Scott's Tots, they might have a championship hangover, even though they didn't win a championship. I don't know what's going on over there. They need to step it up. They were my favorites coming into the year. I don't know what's going on.
Are they capable of stepping up? That's the thing. They're out there for cardio, man. They're out there for cardio. Out there for a good time, to hang out. That's all I saw on Saturday.
They must have their Nike Run Club on like me and you, E. When we out there just tracking miles. But you know what? I'm gonna be a little bit more serious about it. Caliphs look a little better this week. Scott's Tots didn't show up, so it wasn't a true tell of how good the Caliphs are. Because Scott's Tots didn't show up. So the Caliphs were able to add Safl, which he made a catch as I guess he is their best guy now. So he made catches of the guy that's the best. But what I think happened for them is, I've said it before, you have to have that star that puts all the other players in their position. So now it bumps those other guys down one notch, where they're just one notch better now, if you understand what I mean. So it just made them a little bit more cohesive. As for Scott's Tots, they were just dysfunctional. That's basically what it was. A lot of in the huddle miscommunications and a lot of infighting. Like, y'all gotta cut that stuff out, man. Like at the end of the day, you put whoever you put as your QB. He's the QB. I don't care who you are, or what part team you are, or what you think you are. Whatever the QB says in the huddle, that's it. If it was my team, you would have been off the field. Like, to be honest, I've done it before, running teams. You're off the field. The QB runs the show on offense. Whoever you call as defensive coordinator runs the show on defense. Everybody else, shut up. That's it. If it's not working, then y'all do that behind the scenes and y'all figure that part out. But on the field, whoever you set, that's it.
And fighting's going to be solved. Go ahead.
My question about this team is, who's the leader?
Who is the leader? That's a good question. Yeah. Adam, go ahead. You were saying something. I was thinking about Adam.
No, I was going to talk about the fighting, but I think you raised a great point. I think it's Mers, but honestly, I don't know.
Well, he's just the quarterback. That doesn't necessarily make you the leader. I honestly think the leader is Dash. I think, but I could be wrong.
So
that's my personal opinion, and I think he needs to get it together.
The fact that we're asking a question is the issue, right?
Leaders aren't leaders are leaders just because they're leaders. They're not. You can't select the leader a lot of the times, right? The leader will end up the leader. I do agree with you that Dash may need to have a bigger voice with the team because his demeanor is the most even.
Yeah.
He's never high, he's never too low, he's positive. Then you have like you have Germ who's super high sometimes. Then you have Merce who can be super frustrated sometimes. You need that voice that can, pull it all together. Ken also Ken had hit me up during, in the after the games or whatever. He also can be somebody who could have a little bigger voice on the team. But overall, you just need to internal fighting doesn't help anybody. I don't know. Germ said I heard Germ left the team. I hope not. Get back together, figure it out.
I'll say the Thunder have been there for a long time. The infighting in team fighting doesn't help. It doesn't make it fun. If you're not having fun, come down here, and what's the point? So I think the step one to getting this fixed is just remember to come out and have fun.
Yeah. And you'll grow. You guys have the players. We've seen y'all do it before.
Clearly.
So what's different now? Quick example of a play. Steve on the sideline. Just little miscommunication. These are things you can work out that are easily fixed. He was supposed to run. He's supposed to run a comeback. He was open before. As a receiver, you should be looking, but as a quarterback, you did tell him to run a comeback. So it's everybody's a little bit what's to call it, jumbled there. Just figure those little things out. Let them know what you expect. Practice. That's another thing. Like just get out there and work it out. In-game practice. And to be honest, we did enough in-game practice in the off season. Just do the same shit you were doing on Saturdays. You guys are pressing a little bit. Like it's not that serious, man. We out there to have fun, man. I'm there all day on Saturday. Why? Because I enjoy being out there. Like, fuck, y'all think I just want to sit around and what you think? Like, think about it. Like, I could go home after 4 games and just be home, but nah, be hanging out. You know what I mean? So enjoy it. It'll solve a lot of problems. Caliphs, I'm sorry, we're spending all the time on Scotch Tots, but Caliphs, you guys look good. When we get to the next games, I'll see if you have to prove yourself in the next week because it's only 1 week. So you got to grow.
Safl is big though.
Yes, sir. All right. Let's move on to Thunder Spartans. Another missing team. Go ahead. You have to take this one to start.
Adam, you can take it. What one right this week?
All right. I mean, look. So I'll preface it by saying we were asked to be meaner. So I'm gonna be meaner. The Spartans better hope Rob never missed another game in his life because that wasn't good. I get that that's not their quarterback, but I mean the throws weren't there, and when the throws were there, they were dropping passes. And that defense, they need to tighten up because we didn't have our starting quarterback there either, and we hung up 32 on them. We switched quarterbacks halfway through. And we still hung up 32 on them. Now, granted, like I would say we're one of the faster teams in this division. So, it's not easy all the time, but like you got to stop the bleeding somehow. Like that's when football IQ, things like trying to run the clock, taking what the defense gives you come into play. They didn't do any of that. So they need to tighten up if they're going to make moves. And Rob better not miss another game because they're not the same team without him, clearly. And then as for us, I mean, we'll see. I don't think this was a real test for us. It just, I know we have the guys, but we got to put it together. And I got to see it put together before I talk any nonsense. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'll go last. I got some stuff to say.
I've seen somebody so down on their team after 32-0.
Well, Adam's harsh on the Thunder anyway.
But he won. Smile a little bit, man. Enjoy it. I get the opponent was weak. Weak. I'm gonna call it what we ref the game. Me and Rob ref the game. Weak opponent. No disrespect to the guys, but we were told to give our honest opinion on the games, and that's what it was. It was one-sided from the jump. Like we never thought that the team was gonna compete with you guys. You know what I mean? So, and that's never good. That's never good. And it's over in the first half. You guys, like you said, you switched quarterbacks, ran trick plays, and everything worked. It's not like you ran the plays for practice. Oh, we're gonna try this and see what happens. Everything you guys did work against these
Yeah.
guys. So I know they changed their quarterback mid game, but it didn't make a difference. You guys were dominant. Spartans get it together. Spartans versus Scott Stotts. Have they played yet?
I
No.
don't know. We'll see.
I mean, look,
We'll see what's coming up.
Spartans played great. They beat Lights Out week 1. So I mean, it looks like they can do it, but like
No, lights out first ever game.
Right. They gotta
Yeah.
it's the IQ stuff too, you know, like the simple things that
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it happen this week. It might have been a bad week. Who knows?
Another
I know.
team out there for cardio.
I know. Okay, I'm gonna be a little less critical like than you two. This is what I
Why?
said,
Why?
right? Why? Because this is what I said. The QB who started the game, I can see some inexperience in him, but I also did see some good things. He did throw good passes. Where he messed up was he didn't understand that in the positions where you get blitzed by the best giver probably in the league right now, Curtis. You have 3 more downs. You can just throw the ball away. So instead of throwing the ball away, he chuck it downfield, hoping to get something, and they would take it away. Now he did throw good passes, and they were just dropped, like you guys said. So I'm not so critical on that first quarterback. I actually feel like he can play quarterback if he had a little bit more experience. Now, Thunder, good game, guys. I appreciate to see you guys play good. Adam kills. If you don't know, Adam kills the Thunder every week. Adam kills the Thunder as much, and that's his team, but he kills the Thunder. This week, I have nothing negative to say about the Thunder. The QB could have been. I could have stepped in with my striped shirt and played QB, and we probably would have. They would probably have kept scoring. So, good job, Thunder. I like the additions. Asif balled out. I like the way he played. Couple other players. We'll get to some things later. I won't get too much into it. Whoever the new guy is, that's a big addition. That's a big addition. I don't know. First time I see them in the league, that's a big addition. Sonny, when you stepped in the quarterback, you did move the ball. I see you in the chat. You did move the ball forward, but y'all couldn't complete the plays at the end. But like I said, y'all missing y'all quarterback. I hope to see bigger and better things from you guys next week.
Yeah.
All right. Lots of drops though. Guy, hey, catch the ball. Like if you've listened to this show for the past 2 seasons, right? The one thing that you have to do to win a football game, right, is catch the ball. The QB throws it. You use these 2 things right here, right? Put it around the ball and catch it. All right. All right. So let's move on to Browns Uma. Now, this was they almost got the missing in action, but they put a point up, so I couldn't give it to them. I have to give them that they put a point up. So that's the only reason they're not missing. Also, listen, Browns put on a clinic in this game. The Browns put on a clinic. It was I'm gonna just say, Sahel was Phillip Rivers out there. He put on
good Phillip Rivers or
good Phillip Rivers. Good Phillip. Good Phillip Rivers.
I've seen
we're
both.
giving him an NFL quarterback. Good Phillip Rivers. He played an amazing game. It was just a good game. Uma, I think this is that game where you're like, oh shit, that's CFL. They can play. Like ain't no walkover. The week before they looked really good. This week you put up 7 points, get your butts kicked a little bit. You know what I mean?
Did they play last week?
They played the week before. Yeah, they won the week before.
Who did they play?
Who did they play? Was it Scott Stotts? All right. Yeah, they put a beat. Yeah, they looked really good last week. So now they met against
not the people's ref this week.
No. Well, listen, they say, you know what? They were the people said that we were being too nice. And to be honest, we try, we told the line a little bit. We're not trying to insult anybody. Let me just put that out there. Like, we're gonna only be truthful. We cool with all the guys. We're just talking football. It's all
love, yeah.
Right? It's all love at the end of the day. But they were right. We should say exact truth. You know what I mean? Not hold back so much. So yeah, they just ran into the buzzsaw of the Browns. The Browns are going to be around when it's championship time. So no, not to say no knock. You got to play better, but you're a new team to me, so you're going to be inexperienced. You have some players
Yeah.
that are experienced, but you're inexperienced. So, uh,
Quick question, because I didn't see this game. We had a guy who was on E3s last week from UMA. No, not a repeat performance.
oh no,
No.
no,
Oh,
no,
no.
no, oh no. Adam, you left before this. You didn't see this one,
Yeah,
right?
I did not see it.
Yeah, no. Oh, so I'm the only one that could talk about this one. No,
Yeah.
the Tayyib played all right. That was the highlight of the game, I think, for them. Tayyib had a couple catches and a
Hmm.
run for a big tight end type of guy. But no, they just Safula couldn't. Throws a beautiful ball. It just wasn't working. Picks. Had him under pressure. Looked like he had to take off a few times. Just wasn't. They weren't clicking at all, and it was because they played the Browns. The Browns created exactly what happened. I guess that's that. We'll see what y'all guys do next week. Now you might be on a bye next week, but we'll see later. All right, Outlaws, lights out.
Yeah, I get started. I'll start off with lights out. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with them for their first year. They're playing a lot of tough games. They're giving a lot of these like teams, a run for their money, but it's not resulting in wins yet. So they got to put it together. I don't think their quarterback was there this week, so we'll see. But
Mm-hmm.
part of their growth is going to be trying to find a way to get these games through. But they're not there yet, so they're not winning. Outlaws, on the other hand, I got to be honest, they remind me of the Knicks a little bit. It doesn't look pretty, but they're finding ways to win, and they're gritty, they're tough, right? Like, and they're just putting it together. So I'm impressed with the way they've been playing. I do think they need to tighten up a little bit because a lot of these games are really close. If they want to be a champion, they're going to have to start, putting these lower tier teams to bed pretty quickly. So you don't want lights out hanging around because next time you see them, they're going to be more experienced. They're going to have a chip on their shoulder. But hats off to them, and they're 3-0, and they're doing it in a really tough way. So good for them.
All right, E.
Uh, lights out. I'm gonna echo what Adam said. Impressive. They they showed a lot of heart, especially for a team without their quarterback. And I know Lil Pup, Tommy had to step in and play QB. That's what his jersey said, Lil Pup. Lil Pup. So I'm gonna call him Lil Pup from now on. He had to play QB. Scrambled a lot. I think it makes a difference if they have their quarterback and Tommy is their number one receiver, which what's supposed to be the case. I don't know where the quarterback was this week, maybe on vacation, something like that. But I think it makes a difference. But at the same time, the Outlaws were without their best player, Ali. He was out this week, so to win a game without your best player, and they had a couple drops, things like that. But like you said, the team is gritty, and it's just about getting the W. That's what it's about at the end of the day. You just have to be 1 point better than your opponent. Nobody asks how; they just ask how many. So that's what it's all about. So 3-0 is 3-0.
Well,
Move
all
on to
right.
next week.
So, let's put it like this: Outlaws were missing a few guys. It wasn't just Ali that was out, and then Yusuf got hurt. He was the one who twisted his ankle on a catch he should have made
Mm-hmm.
because he wouldn't have twisted his ankle if he would have made the catch. But he dropped the ball. QB was on the money, man. Like Aziz has been on the money. Like let's if you've been watching their games, he's been on the money. The drops aren't as much as they were in the previous season, and like his brother Dean and all those guys, they had to step up, and they did, and grinded out a game when they weren't at full power. So this was a tough game for them because they really didn't have the full team. Don't get me wrong, Lights Out didn't have the full team either. But these are the tough games you got to win and just find ways to win at the end of the game. And that's what the Outlaws did this week. Tommy, you're a little too critical of yourself. You got to understand you don't play quarterback, right? So to step in as quarterback, you were in between running and throwing every play. So it's
Every
like
play.
I'm gonna run up, no,
Mhm.
I'm gonna throw. I'm gonna run up, no, I'm gonna throw. Make the decision, bro. If you go and run, there were times I thought you should have ran. That you run back and you throw. You should have ran. And what's gonna happen? That's gonna press the defense up. Then you're gonna have wide open throws over the top. So it's just inexperience for you that game. No knock on yourself. You shouldn't. Come on, bro. They just thrusted you into into quarterback. You know what I mean? Just threw you out there. So you have to QB a lot to be able to successfully do it. I've QB'd for teams, and if I step out there now, I'm still good. Oh, I did not suck. How dare you? You were probably you used to get the ball a lot. You've been on those teams. I got some dubs. I'm like Mike Vick, but it's all right. That's what you got to be. It's always your people. I'm like Michael Vick.
Everybody's getting it
on the Eagles.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but don't be too hard on yourself, Tommy.
Yeah, little pup. Keep your head up, man. Keep your head up.
Little pup. I think you did a good job. I think you did a good job. For just being thrown out there. You know what I mean? 14 points. You scored more than Scott Stotts and the Spartans. So combined. So good job. You guys. All right. So let's see where we're gonna go from here. Today might be one of them days we might have to get to the check. We might have to have a super chat so these people can talk and then we can answer some questions. All right, moving on from here. You know what? We're gonna do it in portions. So we're gonna move on to E's threes of D3.
All right.
Let's hope I get the right slide up. All right. I'm sorry, guys. It's kind of small. I didn't know how it would look on screen.
That's what she said.
Wow. Never to me. Anyway.
I hear that a lot.
To me, a lot of times too. Yeah.
All right. E, take it away.
All right.
We can't hear you. You got to put.
I can't hear you. You got to move your hand off that mic.
Hands are here. Got
there
me.
You go.
You got the earpiece in?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
You got me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Bronze, we got a Safl. Again, he probably would have been higher if he had to play the whole game, but he didn't. He didn't. So, again, great game and a victory. It was the Spartans, right? So, played a heck of a game. He had the body-to-body connection. Threw a TD to his brother. Shout out to Adam.
And somebody in the chat asked what Adam did. They called you Glasses, right? They said, "What did you even do, Glasses?" He caught one of the touchdowns. Don't disrespect the man like that.
It's only fast. Check it out.
Crazy.
It's only fast. Check it out.
Look in somebody in the chat. Unless they were talking to E, because both you guys wear glasses. But he said, "What did you even do, Glasses?" He had to be talking about you.
Check my tape.
I don't wear glasses when I play.
Well, he's saying glasses here, so I guess.
Oh, really?
I could be wrong, but I thought somebody said something earlier. But it's in there. Look in the chat. Scroll up in the chat. Anyway, continue.
All right. And silver, we have Safl. Phillip Rivers.
So hell, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't get the credit you deserve, man. You played an amazing game. Amazing game.
We have again from the Thunder, Justin. He scored two touchdowns, had an interception.
Justin,
yeah.
Last week I called you a bum on tape, and you came back this week and killed it, bro. Congratulations, my guy. Hands off, hats off to you guys, man. Listen, all you got to do is play good. It sounds easy though, right? But everybody isn't gonna make it on here. It sounds real easy, but All right. So let's move on to our D2 recap. Jesus, shit, got more zeros.
Oh my God.
We're gonna leave one of these games for last. Y'all know which one we're gonna leave for last. All right. So let's start with good. No, let's start with Goodfellas Savages. Let's just get it out the way.
This shouldn't take long.
All right. Well, so I'll say this: I had played a game before, so they're really lucky. I was like tired. Goodfellas. You got away with one. Don't worry about it. In all seriousness, Goodfellas are obviously one of the teams to beat. I think they're the 1 seed. We're gonna go over it later. Really good. Yash, Yasir, Ant Lewis, and then everybody else. They're really good. And then the Savages. I mean, we came off a really strong week, and we didn't carry through. I think the one thing we got to get better at, honestly, besides playing football, is making in-game adjustments. Like, you can't keep doing the same thing if you keep getting stopped. So we got to be able to just in-game adjust better, communicate, do those little things that make teams win. So hopefully we'll get there. Yeah, catch the ball, play football, run routes. We play football. So
you wanna step in? I've been going last. Let me step in. You can finish it up. All right, listen. I feel like the Savages fielded a better team than they did in the previous week, but it didn't translate to the field. I don't know if that's all the new players or I don't know. I have no idea. There's no excuse to putting up a 0, right? They had the opportunity to score and there was pass dropped. I know drops happen, but you got to be big time when it's time to be big time. Also, frustration from Hash as the QB. You got to hide your frustration a little bit more so that it doesn't translate back to the team. Like, sometimes you could be mad as hell, but you can't show it. You are their leader, right? You're a very capable leader also. Don't show them the frustration. Don't, I get it. You should be frustrated at what happened that game, but try to hide a little bit more. That's about it. Goodfellas, Yasir played good, had a big time one-handed catch in the back of the end zone. Earl actually played good. Surprisingly, right? Earl actually played good. He had a touchdown. Missing I'm missing some players, but they got everybody involved on defense, on offense. They were able to take Yasir and them out some of the times and just go same result. Didn't matter. You know what I mean? Earl in the chat talking about he liked that. Yeah, but it was a good game. They are championship ready already. If the championship would have been week 1, they would have they'd be fine to win it. We lost Adam for a second. He'll be back. Don't worry. All right, E, you were finishing up anyway.
All right. It's games like this that, again, I don't know who said it in here, but it's games like this that that quote rings true. That if Hash leads this team to 3 victories, he's the MVP. I don't know who said it. Rob said, somebody on this panel said it.
I think he got it, man. I think he's gonna do it.
That secret.
I think he's gonna do it.
Games like this that makes that quote ring true.
Depending on who they play next week.
Again, it was a snowball effect. Because you're down 7-0. You have a chance to tie it up. 4th down, you're at the 5. Drop an easy touchdown. The team comes down, scores in 2 plays. You're down 14-0. Game is essentially over after that. We know what happened. So.
But what I was saying, right? So we get to the end zone, we drop the pass, whatever. Shit happens.
Yeah.
But that was the best drive of the game. And we progressively started getting worse over the game. And I think one of the reasons is that we're not adjusting in game. Once the defense adjusts the way you're doing, you then have to readjust, right, off what they do. And I don't think we did a good enough job of doing that to get wins. And, that'll work against some of the weaker teams, but again, a team like Goodfellas, despite the fact that they have Anthony DePalma, they're pretty good, so. So.
Oh man, y'all bringing it today. Oh man, Yasir, man, you playing good ball, bro. You playing good ball.
Yeah, he's all right.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So, but this is another thing is they did run into the bus of the Goodfellas, right? So it's not. I understand that you got to score, but the bus of the Goodfellas are the Goodfellas. They're legit.
But this is what you wanted to see because last week we're talking hash MVP. I know we're
I
making
picked the
jokes, but
Savages to
hash
win.
MVP. Carlos had a great game. Like you have to follow it up. Even
Yep.
if you don't win this game, it has to be more competitive than what it was.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Agreed.
Exactly.
That's what we're asking for.
All right, let's move on. Get it together, guys. Get it together. I believe in you. Let's go. All Stars Elites. Were you guys around for this? No.
Nah, but I can't believe that score. That score is crazy. Elites, what do you guys do?
Okay, so the Elites were missing Q and A.W.O.L. So they didn't
So their
have.
offense.
Well, they had an ass. So their offense. I got you, Adam. I hear you. Well, we just Nas, we just messing with you. So they were missing their two best offensive players. Nas said skip, skip, skip. Are y'all reading the chat like I am? They're missing their two best offensive players. All Stars look legit. Straight up. They just look legit. Sheep is legit, bro. Like I don't know if you guys know, but that man can sling the rock.
I picked them to
Sheep
win.
is legit.
I picked them to win, so I
They
know.
had a new the one game
I
you
know.
picked. They had their new player, Aaron, who I had a previous conversation with him coming into the league to try to determine where he would fall, as in whether he should play D3, whether he should play, in comparison. And he was like, he was confident that he's a D2 player, and he proved it in this game. He balled out. So he had big time catches. He looked like he was running all over the Elites. I don't know if his speed was too much for them. Sheep threw a great ball. If I'm missing anybody, I don't. Oh, Merce had a good game here. Merce had a good game, couple catches. They just played a good complete game. As we can see, as it reflects in the score. Now, my critique for the Elites is back to demeanor of like your demeanor sometimes as when you're out there leading the team. The Shu looked like he didn't want to be there momentarily.
Yeah.
To me, it was like he's just. It's like, oh gosh, you gotta somehow motivate those guys. They may not be running the right routes. They may, I don't know what it is. They may not run the right routes, but at the end of the day, you gotta build for the next week, even though you're gonna lose this game, to get those guys in order to be able to win. You're missing your best two guys, but Shu's the quarterback. I don't give you an excuse. Shu can lift the team. You know what I mean? Anas, you're a veteran player. You and a very capable receiver. So you still had Saeem, you still had the other guys. You guys get no excuse for putting up a 7. Y'all just got to do better next week. You guys have nothing to say on this. Y'all didn't see it, right? So we can move on.
I'm curious as to what the All Stars, because a lot of the All Stars guys are also in Scott's Tots. So if they're winning in D2, I don't know why they're not winning in D3. That's all I'm thinking about.
Sheep should be the QB.
All
I
right.
said this to him at the end when he was leaving. I hope when the fall time comes around, he's not the backup QB on the Gladiators. He's good enough to have his own D2 team. So, QBs. This our flag football league is made. The QB can make a team.
Yeah.
So no knock on the guys that he's throwing to, but Sheep is official. You know what I mean? He got the gun. He's accurate. He can run. He can do it all. He shouldn't be a backup quarterback in the fall.
Yeah. Gotcha.
All right, and we'll move on.
Did I tell you I picked him to win? I don't know if I said that yet.
Let's move on to Gladiators Powerpuff.
Yeah, I watched this game on tape. I was wrong about this one. I picked Powerpuff to win. Hats off to Gladiators. That's another one where I was just wrong. Now I don't think Powerpuff had their I don't call it the 18 because they're all pretty good, but they were missing some key pieces. But you play who you get put up against, and Gladiators and that they won. I think they're 2-1 now. So hey man, good for them. Powerpuff. I mean, it's the same deal with you guys every week, bro. 6 people, you guys stroll in, 5 minutes before the game. Whatever. Gladiators big one. Yeah.
It's just the experience of the AK guys. So you don't expect anything less from them. Let me say this. The Gladiators team by build is very good. I didn't know that was the team. I seen them all together finally, and they even had one guy who was hurt. I can't remember his name right now.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, he's hurt. He has pulled his hamstring on Sunday. They're built well. I would have loved to see the Goodfellas Gladiators match up with them full power, because I think they can actually match each other player for player a little bit. Close enough player for player. They have this. They have the guys. They have guys. Like I didn't know the team is well built. To be honest with you, a little insight. So Mike heard what we said last week about if the question was, if Mike was there, would it have changed the outcome of the game? And he said that lit a fire under his ass this week, and he came out there slinging the rock. So I love it. I love it. That's what it's about, man. Don't take nothing we say as a negative. You go out there and shut us down. If we said something that you didn't like, you go out there and shut us up so we can come back and say something different the next week. That's
I think that was actually a positive question because they lost, so we're asking if Mike.
It is, but I did. But remember, I said that I think Goodfellas would have matched, and it would have still been the same result. Not that I said that they wouldn't have played better. It's just that I still think Goodfellas pull it out. James, good job, James. I got a beef with you. You can't be dropping those little ones in the back of the end zone, James. You better than that.
You can't drop.
You better than that. All right, I'm looking. Am I looking? Am I looking directly at the camera, James? You can't drop that. That's it. Powerpuff.
This is the question about Powerpuff, right?
Who's the QB?
third QB. Who's the QB?
These guys like the vacation, bro.
They just, I don't know. They don't care about attendance, bro. They listen. They pay their league fees, so I don't care. So like,
that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just go out. Yeah, hey, you playing QB this week? I think the QB, Manjot is the QB though.
Yeah,
I think he's the QB moving forward. So we didn't get to see them full strength this week because he's gonna have Neat and Phil. So
Harp stepped up.
Harp,
props. That's your.
Can we
your
not
rival.
talk about Harp?
That's
First and foremost, Harp got to change his number, right? There's only 184 that has the greatest 84 that has ever played in SAFL is sitting on this screen in front of y'all with the Spurs jersey on. Harp, you
wore 84?
That's what I'm saying.
Harp got to wear like 68. He looks like a lineman now.
Nah, I did get them a 69 jersey, so no Diddy, but
no Diddy, right? He not for nothing. I ain't gonna, listen, I love Harp. Harp came out there, run a streak, catch a touchdown. Then he had to go to the side to get oxygen. But then he come back out, catch something else. But he balled. He played good. No knock on. He always plays good. But they didn't get it done. Gladiators. Mike was on a mission. He had some of his horses out there that were doing their thing, and they got it done. Good job, Mike. Mike, I know you sling that rock. We've been there all Saturday, man. We've been there a lot of Saturdays. I know. My bad, Mike. My bad. Maybe I said the wrong thing, but hey, worked out in a W for you this week. All right. Y'all got anything else? No. So we're moving on to what I thought would be the game of the week, unexpected game of the week. The Diplomats versus the Suicide Squad. What I seen in this game was not expected. I didn't expect. I'm used to Suicide Squad playing so good that the Diplomats, as a newer team, I didn't think were gonna come out and do what they did. This might have been the most entertaining shit to watch the whole day. This game was entertaining as hell. Everybody was sitting around watching it. So, you wanted to? You one of you guys? You seen this one, Adam? You were here for this.
Yeah, this is another one where I'm eating my words. Umar is the leader of the team. He's their quarterback, and he told me that he was ready for D2 this year. And I said, "Are you sure?" And he said, "Yes." And in the first 2 weeks, I thought I was right. And so then we came into the podcast last week. I said, "I don't think Suicide Squad is a team that they're going to turn it around against," and I was wrong. I mean, he balled out, and like Yo, I don't know if you noticed, he's got a little bit of dog in him.
He does.
And the team has some dog
I'm
in him.
him.
Yeah.
I am him.
Yeah. He's
Uh-huh.
rock, screaming that, yelling at everybody on the sideline. I like that. So, hey, man, good for them. Suicide Squad, listen, nah, I'll reserve what I was about to say.
No,
They're
Adam, we are not holding back this week.
All right, I'll say it. There's been talk about bumping them up to D1. This is why they shouldn't be in D1. This BS right here.
My God. We should have kept Adam quiet.
Because they crack. They crack. They crack. They will crack. And you can get to them. But you got to do it. And they did it this week. Now, it tied, but Suicide Squad has no business tying with Diplomats. It should have been over the first half. And it wasn't. And now they got a 1 in the tie box. You tell me.
Is that more credit to Diplomats or more knock on Suicide?
I think it's like 50-50, 60-40.
It could be, or
I
both.
think Diplomats
right?
I think Diplomats are better than we give credit for, right?
Are they?
Go ahead.
Are they? This is.
You seen what we seen. You seen what we seen.
Suicide Squad to me. You had one job. We all
okay.
know
So you think I'm right?
You had one job this game.
Yeah.
You had one job this game. Anybody who saw the game, what that one job is. We're gonna speak about.
We'll get to that one job.
Oh, yeah. That's a tease in the business. What we call a tease in the business. You had one job and they didn't get it done. I think that's more of them because I didn't see anything special from the Diplomats. I saw, and the guys talking about the quarterback. I saw
he was slinging the rock.
I saw prayers, man. I saw prayers and they were answered. I saw guys.
I don't knock your opinion.
We saw the game.
Listen, but if you know that's what's gonna work, and you can consistently do it, come on.
I think that's more Suicide Squad to me. You had one job, guys.
All right, so let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Are Diplomats better than we gave them credit for, or is Suicide Squad not as good as we thought?
I'm gonna go. Diplomats are better than we thought. Damn, you know what though? But both things can be true. Both things can be true.
I think both things are true here.
Both things can be true.
I think both things are true.
So it just took them 2 weeks to find their footing. That's what we're saying. So
well, it's tough to come into the league and just win.
But
man.
we're just gonna forget about how bad they were those first 2 weeks.
Yeah, I get
you. Yeah, you gotta find your identity.
We're gonna get them. I got you. And the identity is to chuck it up to the big fella. That's it.
Yeah, you got throw it to your guy. From what I was told, them two have a good. They played together for a while. So
they just won 3 chips with Shaq, and all he did was bully everybody.
I'm giving. Listen,
okay. I'm not here to take away credit. They played great. We all agree. We expected more out of Suicide Squad. That they were more disappointing, right?
I expect more, but I also expect this until I'm proven otherwise.
So this is what I'm gonna say, right? Omar was slinging that thing, bro. Let's not do that. He throws a beautiful football.
Yeah.
No, he throws a beautiful football.
I agree.
Listen, as a QB, right? You can't always spoon feed everybody the ball, right? You can't.
I get it. How did they score that first touchdown?
How did they score that first touchdown? The big man.
No. Give me the play. How did they score the first touchdown? We all know about it. We had a side conversation about it. How did they score the first touchdown? And it led to Adam doing some push-up. How did they score that first touchdown?
It was a prayer.
Huh?
It was a prayer.
I saw about 3 of those.
But
I saw 3 of those.
At some point, it's no longer a prayer if you're consistently doing it in the game.
Prayers can be answered more than once, guys.
5 times?
They got 35 points.
Prayers can be answered more than once. Okay.
Right. 35 points? Come on. He played he started the game shaky, and that first catch that was the touchdown brought his confidence, and then he threw a better game.
I think it's
we can't say that. One more thing.
I think it's the defense not adjusting.
Hasib was out there getting cooked. I ain't gonna. That's my man's. Hasib was out there getting cooked. There was one downfield that he couldn't. He tried to locate it, and the big and the big man located it over him.
But,
You know,
but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's a bit of it. It's Diplomats being good. Like
yeah, but
Hasib is good,
it's a bit of both.
and
It's a
Hasib
bit of
was
both.
there. He's playing good defense, but he's just using their. What did we say last week? Diplomats need to find a way to use their players the right way. Well, they figured it out with him.
And they did. They played better offense. I'm not gonna sit here and let y'all take away from the difference.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Adam. I'm not gonna let you sit here and take away from the
doing
Diplomat.
that.
If that's the horse you got, right? And he won you the race. That's who you're supposed to use if that's what he's doing.
The point I'm trying to make is we had Suicide Squad maybe second under Goodfellas, right? So
Yes.
I'm saying I'm more disappointed in them than I am impressed with Goodfellas. That's all I'm saying.
Because Suicide Squad will do this every now and then. This is who they are.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just more disappointed.
Quick comment
Great
from the
job,
chat.
Diplomats. I'm not taking it away from the Diplomats.
Anash just doesn't want to keep losing to Jay, so that's why he's saying what he says. I don't bother.
Oh, he's trying to get
Yeah.
Anas, he said you're trying to fix the division. That's what he said. Yeah, but yo, Diplomats, I am him.
We'll be,
he is him.
We have to also.
I hope they keep that energy.
I do.
Player coach that they added, Dre.
Oh, they added Dre. Yes. So little things like that also help because he's played in the league. He played QB. He can't throw right now because he had surgery, but now you get somebody who you know is capable of being successful running an O.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So listen, they're gonna play again. Yeah. We'll see what we're saying next week, right?
And I hope Suicide Squad has a fire under their ass like never before.
I like the Diplomats. I like the Diplomats. Okay.
I like Diplomats because they got dog in
Diplomats. I don't want to. I like the Diplomats. I'm just more disappointed in Suicide Squad. That's all I'm saying.
Sean, Hasib, A.W.O.L, Jay, they got the talent.
So Earl in the comment box says we're not going to talk about Miguel was playing the best defense on the last play of the game. I
give him a chip.
I can't recall, but yeah. So listen, the Diplomats are here. That's how I feel. They're showing you that they're not just going to be walked over week after week, right? And the Suicide Squad, who is supposed to be 1-2 on their way to a finals, found that out. 35-35.
You realize you're saying what I'm saying.
I hear you.
You're saying what I'm saying.
I hear you, but it wasn't just you're gonna come out here and slap the Diplomats. The Diplomats showed up, and they still have one of their main players hurt. I could see it when he's running out there. He's hurt. I don't know how he playing through that groin injury. He's hurt. But imagine he could close on the ball defensively. Come on. Listen. Good job, guys. 35-35. Suicide Squad, you still put up 35 points. We killing y'all a little bit, but 35 ain't no slouch points. You still put up points. So good job, both teams. All right. Dang, y'all rough tonight. All right, we're gonna move on to the the E's threes. Pause. Jesus. Y'all couldn't throw it out. Y'all couldn't, catch me before I said. Never mind. Let me just be quiet. E's threes of D2.
Here we go. Bronze. Rob spoke about this guy earlier. Aaron from
All Stars.
All Stars, right?
Yeah.
Again, the team I picked to win. I don't know if I said that yet on this podcast, but I did pick them to beat the Elites. Shout out to my man Sheik for making me look good. Rob, you can speak on how you played this game.
Aaron played a great game. Defensively, offensively. Looked like he just was outrunning everybody. Amazing game. Right now you are a D2, but we only have D2, so I can't say you're a D1 player. But in this spring, you're a D2 player. We had to question whether you were ready for whether you were D3 or D2. We didn't know. Hey, you proved yourself right and proved us a little wrong. You know what I mean? Good job out there. Congratulations on E's 3.
It's Silver. Never said a word to this man in my life, but he's my man. My man Nate Dogg. My man now. That's my man. Nate.
Nate was the main receiver for Mike.
For Gladiators.
for the Gladiators. As I said, those guys got some guys. I didn't know the team was so well built. Good job, James. Good job, GMing. You need to send some of them over to Scott Stats to help them out. But listen, good job, Nate. I see when you played the what was that? Was that 2 years ago? Fall with
with Don.
with Don and them. I was like, this guy ain't that good. But it was the quarterback. It wasn't you, man. Like
Dang.
sometimes straight up, it was the quarterback. It wasn't you. Good
Don
job.
like that?
Yeah, yo,
your
he didn't
commissioner?
look good with them.
That's your commissioner, though.
That's all
your
right.
commissioner.
That's all right. I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about him.
Out the league.
Out the league. I've been thrown out once already. It's all right.
This doesn't help your case. No.
Whatever.
Doesn't help your case, but
he looked terrible. The year he played, there was he did look disgruntled because he looked like he wanted the ball sometimes and was like, yo. So now I know it was the QB because you played with Mike and looked like, and you made these three. Great game, guy.
And at gold, when you get 5 of them things,
bruh.
5 of them things. My man Ike.
I hope I got the name right. I'm sorry to cut you off. I hope I got the name right. I had to ask Omar if I was right. But Ike, go ahead. My bad.
Mr. Ike, I think name on the jersey Itachi. We're going to shout out Mark Hashitashi. You score 5 of them things, man. You're gonna make East threes.
Moss after Moss after Moss after Moss. They had no answer for you.
Prayer after prayer after prayer after prayer.
Stop doing that.
He's on East threes, right?
Listen, and the QB, I don't care what E say. Omar you were honorable mention for East threes. Don't listen to him.
He was.
You were honorable mention for East threes, but these guys
got some dog in him, and it
does.
It leaks to the team.
Bring it every week like that, and these guys will play for you, as you've seen. Ike played for you, and yeah. Killed, man. That's one of the most impressive performances I've seen in the SAFL. I'm not even gonna say like this season. Like that man was pulling everything out of the air. You'd think it was gonna be incomplete. He coming down with it. Throw it up top to the big man. That's it. Yo, if it ain't broke, don't fit. Next week he getting every target. Till he, I'm sending him down there and throwing everything to him. So good job. All right. So let's move on. Whew. Damn. This was and we're gonna go with the team of the week. It's only fitting that the team of the week is the Diplomats. Good job, guys. Yo, he not hating on you. He's trying to be as honest as he can be, but as you can see, you are the team of the week anyway.
I'm trying to be more critical of Suicide Squad. That's all I'm trying to do, man.
I think Adam likes that.
That's it.
Listen, I like the Suicide Squad. They're my friends. I have a lot of friends. I would play for that team if I could, but I think that's part of their DNA right now. And until I'm proven otherwise, I'm not going to back down from that. Diplomats, they deserve that spot, though.
Okay. Good job, Diplomats. All right. So let's move on to this week, the standings. All right. They're kind of small, but we can see what it is. Looks Powerpuff is number 2 after that loss. All right.
Yes. Because no, that's a mistake. Gladiator should be 2.
Okay. Yeah. It just looked lower. Anyway, let's start with D2, D3. Browns, Outlaws, Thunder. Ooh, with that shutout, slid you guys way up there, huh? Caliph, Spartans, Lights Out, One Uma, Baller, Scott's Tots. That looks about right to me. We'll definitely put out a power ranking, which won't really. It's not going to mirror the standings. Coming up this next week, we got to see the teams a little bit more just to be able to get a gauge. Browns, after that performance, they're deservingly so at the top. When do they play the Outlaws? Is that we'll find that down. Don't even look.
Uh,
Don't even look it up. We know they're gonna play. Um, D2, Goodfellas, of course, which makes sense, and they pitched a shutout, right? Yeah, they pitched a shutout, so they're definitely gonna be up top. He said Gladiators number 2.
yeah, Gladiator should be number 2. That's a
You know
typo.
what, man? Like, to be honest, I feel like the Goodfellas are gonna be in the championship, but we don't know who they're gonna play. At the end of the day, like I don't. After this week with Suicide Squad, we are not 100% sure that they're the second best team in this division, unless E is. We don't. We I don't know. Gladiators. Gladiators look really really good. We're still gonna have to see Powerpuff with the full team with Manjot as quarterback. See what happens there.
Mhm.
And All Stars, Diplomats to be around. I think so. So everybody else below that, Elites will be around. They have shoe. They'll get it together. What y'all got to say on this?
Yeah, taking a look. I think Uma probably moves up, and we got to see how Cows perform with Saflon and like the team sort of intact now. And then on D2 for me, I mean, I still think the top 4 or the top 4 you can interchange them. Although I
Mhm.
do think Goodfellas are probably separating themselves a little bit.
Yeah.
But also Diplomats, I think they're the wild card right now in this whole division, in the whole league, right? Because if they can keep doing what they did, I don't know how you're going to stop that. How do you stop that? How do you stop what you saw last week?
All right. Question.
Here we go.
Because we keep
Here we
glossing
go.
over one team.
Here we
I
go.
give this team a lot of love. I don't know if I said it on this podcast yet. I picked them to win last week. I don't know if I said that yet. The All Stars. So Ty was more impressive than All Stars win over the Elite.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry for glossing over the All Stars. Also, the All Stars can be
Really?
in that top 4 conversation
That's
with
Really?
the team.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah,
yes,
yeah. They can.
yes.
I didn't see them
Yeah.
play. I mean, I've seen them lose to the Savages. No disrespect, also.
Um.
But that was
The
against MVP hash. That wasn't this hash that we just saw.
oh,
And Megatron Carlos. I don't know what happened this week.
I got to see it out
That
at least one more time. All
they read
Stars.
their own press clippings. They probably feeling themselves. They got brought back down to earth. So.
And I guess Elites haven't been a full team yet, right? I haven't seen Squirrel out there.
no. He'll be
No,
back soon. He made one game, but he'll
good
be
again.
back. You know, he'll when he can, he'll make it, and I'm sure he'll be around for playoffs. Q was out also, so
All right. I mean, I still think the top 4 are the top 4, but hey, if that's what the story is with these teams, then who knows?
Yasir, the Diplomats did tie the game, but if you watched the game, it was imposing the way they scored. They have a guy. They have a guy. That's what I'm gonna say.
They have a guy.
They have a guy. No, they have other guys. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You
Don't
said,
drag
you know
me
what?
down.
It's
Don't drag
your
me
word.
down that rabbit hole.
I'm just repeating what you said, man.
But
But that's how you start. Remember what you said? You got that one guy, and that puts everyone else in place.
everyone else, yeah, you got to find that one guy. Now everybody else will be a little bit more successful because now we know who the guy is.
Thrown to?
Huh?
Will they get thrown to?
Will they get thrown to? Hey, when they eventually when you got to double
we
triple the
saw
guy.
the game, man. The quarterback maybe had completions and 9 went to Hashitashi, man. Let's call it what it is.
Hey, you've seen teams, you've been on teams where there's a guy that gets the ball 9 straight times to start the game. And then what happens? Everybody else gets going. So I don't want to hear that. That's how it works. We play them this week. I don't know. Well, we're gonna get. You know what? Thank you, Yasir, for bringing us to our next category. D. Well, we're gonna do D. Let's do D2 since they're in the chat talking more. D2 week 4. Oh, there we go. The Diplomats, bro.
And the good fellas.
The Diplomats playing the Goodfellas. Hey, there you go. That's what you know what? This is what I'm gonna say about we're gonna start there. This is what I'm gonna say about this game. The Diplomats for me don't have to win this game. They just have to
No,
be
no,
competitive.
no, no. We're not doing
Don't
that. We're not.
E.
No more. No,
It's steps. It's
no.
stages. It's stages. It's
I actually
stages.
agree. I agree with Rob. They don't
If
have to
they're
win.
competitive in this game, we know they're real because Goodfellas we already know are real.
What's competitive?
What's
Lose
competitive?
by a touchdown? Two
Touchdown,
touchdowns?
2 touchdowns, yeah. And they put up points.
Okay.
They got to score.
Your eye test will tell you if it was competitive.
Yes, basically. Let's not go off just straight score because some things
Yeah.
look better than others. But if they're competitive in this game, we'll know they're real. Right?
I agree.
Is that fair?
I'm with you.
Half the Goodfellas not playing this week. Earl, are you going to be there? Then Yasir's going to be there? Y'all should be fine. Y'all got a lot of guys. Who's going to be missing?
We'll see. We'll see. Attendance is obviously the biggest thing.
Yeah. But hey, that's what happens. No, you're not going to be there? Then y'all probably got a better chance. Anyway, Earl, you know I'm just messing with you. I ain't gonna lie to you. The Savages got the worst schedule moving forward. They gotta run into a Suicide Squad who I didn't feel played particularly themselves. Although they put up 45 points.
I wouldn't have
last
said
week.
all these things if I knew I was playing them. Damn.
Now you gotta run into the buzzsaw Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I might ice my quads this week. I don't know.
John Outlaws should be D2 low key.
That's I don't know who John is, but John's bugging.
Not yet. Not yet. They're working to that. Not yet.
They're not there yet.
Yeah, they're working to that. Dang, Earl, you gotta keep it PG in the chat, man. Earl cussing me out. You know I'm just messing with you. Yeah, Suicide Squad versus Savages. Savages just have to come out, and this is another game where you just got to be competitive build on this one. This is not the 2 games this isn't the game to figure it out. They're not going to give you Suicide Squad can be good enough to not give you a chance to figure it out throughout the game. Okay. So unfortunately, you have to play these 2 teams back to back, who we have in our top 4. But we'll see. Adam, no.
I'm disappointed.
I mean, you said it right. It's gonna be a tough one. I think it's gonna be a tough one with the Savages.
You're disappointed in who?
In you two, man. Like, what are we doing here? Moral victories? What are we talking about? You're out here, win the game, man. Not, if you keep it close, stay within the touchdown.
No, but
win the game. No. You're D2. You feel your team is good enough. You have a good enough roster to compete. Go out there and win the game, man. Go out there and win.
I'm not telling them not to win the game. I'm just saying after the performance of last week, how drastically can a team turn it around against a good team? The good team isn't going to make as much.
We saw how
error.
good they were 2 weeks ago. Bottle that up. Bring that.
Okay. Bottle that up and bring it. You talking about Mike's secret juice sauce or whatever it was in space.
Pause again. What's good with you today?
Oh God.
Secret juice.
Secret sauce. Whatever. You know what? Pause. No Diddy. Pause. No Diddy. I'm gonna just stop talking. Forget you two. Yeah. So all right. Let's move on to Gladiators All Stars. Gladiators All Stars. Who winning this one? This is Gladiators versus Gladiators, really.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're both gonna have attendance issues this week. I'm gonna go All Stars just because you guys are saying how good they are.
Is James? You're in the chat. Is Mike playing?
All right, let me answer.
I'll wait for that answer.
Yeah.
All Stars. Well, is Mike and she playing? That's the main thing. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the best QB.
Fair.
Depending on whoever if the best QB out there, that's who's going to win the game. I can't pick that one.
Hold on, no. What does that mean?
If Mike is missing and Sheep is there,
they're both there.
They're both there.
Yeah,
then it moves.
Who's the best QB?
I like both of them, man.
No.
You're not
You
going.
said
You're
the
not
best
going.
team.
You're not going to do that
Who's
to
gonna
me. You're
win?
not going
I'm
to get
not.
me
You
like that.
guys. No. You guys last week picked games. You picked winners. Who's gonna win the game?
Who's
Let's
going to win
assume
the
both
game?
quarterbacks are there. Who's gonna win?
35-35 tie. Good try, though, E. Good try. Good try. I'm not going to knock either one of them. He said Umir versus Mursal. That's a 0-0 tie. No, I'm just messing with y'all. No, I'm just messing with those guys. But I don't know. I got to see what team shows up, because if they're missing skill position players, missing QB, it just changes the dynamic. So we don't know. Both full powered. Experience wise, I would have to take the Gladiators.
Yeah, agreed.
Both full power.
Sure. Yeah.
No knock on All Stars. I'm gonna take the experience Mike and those guys over. So.
My man, Nate Dogg.
Nate Dogg, yeah, he looks real good this season. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
Powerpuff versus Elites.
I don't know who's again, two teams with attendance issues. I don't know. If we can get full Powerpuff versus full Elites, I'm gonna go full Powerpuff in a very close game
Because of defense.
because of defense, and I think Elites, while they're talented, are pretty top heavy. And A.W.O.L and Q, as good as they are pretty similar in like what they do. So if you can find a way to cap that, 15 and under, I think you pretty much got it on lock.
Well, there you go. Adam has spoken. E?
Stripes.
Oh boy. All right.
But well, I don't have the schedule yet, so I don't know what games
If you're
I'm
doing
gonna
the game.
I do. Yeah. But
If
I'm gonna give it to-
like I said, I do think Powerpuff Full Power has the best defense. Right now, I have to see Manjot with Phil, and depends on who QB is too. I have to see Manjot with Phil and Omneet and Harpal, because then that makes their receiving. Don't get me wrong, all their guys catch, all their guys play great.
Yeah.
But
All the guys can play.
you do still need your best guys out there, and they're gonna stop you. That's just, if they're there, they're gonna get a stop. They're gonna get interceptions. They're gonna, so full power Powerpuff. I'm gonna take Powerpuff.
I agree.
Yeah. So shit. Where we at? All right. Quick. Any no questions from the chat. We got some people in here. I said I was going to do this. I didn't think we were going to run on to this show felt quicker than the last show, but in actuality, we actually been on longer than we were the last time. I don't know why this show felt so quick.
Well, we roasted Scott Stotts the first 10 minutes of the show.
Deservingly so, though.
Yeah.
Deservingly so. Well, you guys who ain't put up no points last week, please get it together. Get some practice in. Figure out Scott Toss. Figure out who's leading that team. Be better leaders. That's another thing. You know what I mean?
I think we have D3 games. We probably run through them, right?
We didn't. I thought we did.
I don't think we did. Nah. Yeah,
we
didn't
talk about
I
didn't. My bad. I'm over here closing the show and shit. All right. So Thunders and the Ballers are back on the map. Uma has a bye. You guys had a bye this week. You just but they got a bye. They got a real bye this week.
Damn.
So let's start with what looks the most interesting. Ooh, Browns Outlaws will tell us a lot.
Yes.
That is the game. That's the game for this division this week. Browns Outlaws.
It's old versus new, right?
Yeah. The new boys trying to make a name for themselves, doing pretty well at it, and old reliable Browns that slapped Duma last week. So
yeah, we'll see. I think Browns' experience probably gets them over the hump here, but I expect a really tough game out of Outlaws. I think it's a one-score game. I don't know how much they score, but I think Outlaws will play a tough one. But I think the experience of the Browns is probably going to get them over the hump.
I think that's a pretty some pretty good analysis for that one. E, what you got?
These young boys, man. These young boys, they don't quit. They don't quit. They don't quit. They have a lot of heart. Again, I'm picking the game because I don't know the schedule. It's just the three of us here, right? Nobody else is watching. I'm taking the Outlaws.
So
I'm taking the Outlaws.
this is what I'm gonna say about this game. This Outlaws have speed, right?
Yeah.
They may have lost the player for a few weeks, twisted his ankle last week. He is one of their faster guys, but they'll probably have Ali back and some of the other guys, right? So speed wise, I think the Browns have a few guys who can match up. What's Sahel's nephew, which his name escapes me right now. He's actually pretty good. So he's gonna have to limit the big guy, the bigger catches downfield. If he can do that, the Browns will win this game. But if the Outlaws can get running, that's all they need to do. So this is gonna be a fun game to watch. Hopefully we don't know. We thought some of the other ones was fun, and then we seen what we see. Yeah. So all right. I don't even. We're gonna go to Thunder Ballers.
I think both teams have some attendance issues this week. I don't know. I think James's legs at QB are going to give us a lot of trouble. I think we'll probably lose like 21-13.
Does that sound? That sounds like Curtis is missing.
No Curtis?
I didn't say who was missing. I just said we're going to have attendance issues this week.
I don't know if the legs are that much of a factor.
If Curtis is giver, the legs of no running quarterback is much of a factor. We seen him slow Yasir down last year, and we know Yasir is fast. So I'm gonna read between the lines of that comment, Adam. All right. This is what I'm gonna say about the Ballers. Listen, y'all better not. We spoke about this on the field. Y'all better not put in fourth quarter personnel in the first quarter, the first touchdown at the game this week. You know what I'm talking about. Y'all better not. Y'all got to play to win and then appease everybody later. That's it. Thunder, I hope y'all come out slinging it like y'all did last week, man. That was fun to watch. Yeah, so, I don't know. Good game. But the Ballers haven't won. They didn't win the last time I seen them play, so I'm going to take attendance issue. I'm going to take Thunder if they have enough. Caliph Spartans.
Ooh.
Caliph.
Caliph? You got Caliph? Really?
Yes.
See, if Rob is there, I think it's a different story. I'm gonna go Spartans, but I'm not sure. I'm not.
Well, they said Rob's not missing another game, right? Well, he's not missing the next game.
I don't think so. Yeah, if Rob's not there, then I'm gonna do a Caliph. But okay,
Rob's
playing.
From the chat, Rob's playing.
I will say Spartans, you guys have like another week or so. You should probably look for some more speed. I think it'll help you guys. Go recruit somebody. Watch these D2 games. Get one or two more quick boys because you're gonna need it. I'm gonna go Spartans just out of respect. I haven't seen the Cows play yet. So.
Caliph's QB has a big arm. Very big arm. And now he has his guy putting everybody else into place. I think this week here, Rob coming off a absent bye week, I think the Caliphs are going to surprise them a little bit. So I'm going to take the Caliphs in this one. They're going to be good. They're going to go into this week rolling from last week. And I think Safwan's going to be an even bigger factor for the team, which then would make everybody else on the team more threatening.
Again, it's one of those receivers. You got a receiver, puts everybody else in place.
All right. Let's go. Scott's Tots lights out. After Scott's Tots last week, I'm picking lights out.
Little Pup revenge game. I like it.
Oh yeah, he left Scott's Tots.
Mm-hmm.
Little Pup.
All right. So Tommy going to play his former team.
Yeah. I got lights out.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't think this is the week. I think they will get it together to be a little better.
Score a touchdown?
Yeah.
Not argue with each other? What does that mean? What does get it together?
I think they'll fix some of the team issues this week.
Okay.
Some of them. I think this is a long journey for Scott Stotts.
Yeah. And then it'll take another week or two to let it all translate on the field.
Yeah.
But they gotta, you gotta work through these things. So I'm gonna take lights out in this game. Well, yeah, I'm gonna take lights out. Yeah, so simple like that. You're not gonna go from 0 to winning a game the next week. I don't see it happening. But I've been wrong a lot. So
I've been wrong a lot this week.
Yeah, so you guys can prove me wrong.
Eat my words again.
Yeah, all right. So I ain't gonna lie, man. Today was funny, man. Today was fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start making fun of them more. That was fun.
Yeah. You didn't have to hold back. You felt like a weight was lifted off of you.
Listen, that was requested by you guys.
Yeah. We won't be. We're not gonna try to. We got y'all. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Final words, E.
Again, it's all love, guys. That's it. So we're gonna talk about the football that we see. We like all you guys. Friends with everybody on the field, but we were actually be honest. We're giving an honest football opinion. All right, football opinions. That's all we're here for. So we need to see some better football this week. Like I said, a lot of teams were out there last week for cardio. We don't need that this week. We want some competitive games. We're out there. Yeah, we're reffing, but we want to have fun too and enjoy the game. We don't want as many mercies that we had. Like, what do we have? 3 and 4 mercies.
Mm-hmm.
Like. We don't want that. We don't want that. And the time's already moving with the games. Like, we want everybody to play a full game. So let's have a better week this week, guys.
Adam?
Say your praise because sometimes you get 5 touchdowns and you're the team of the week.
I like it. There you go. Hashi Tashi.
A lot of guys in the chat are too young to even know what we're talking about.
Yeah. If you don't know what we're talking about, go watch Martin. Just type in Martin on YouTube and type in Hashitashi 5000. You'll know what we're talking about. So listen, this was a great show. I really enjoyed tonight. Tonight was funny. Good luck to all the teams moving forward next week. Did I just get kicked?
Now you won.
Hold on. Where the heck? I done lost the screen, guys. Oh, there we go. My bad. Good luck to all the teams moving forward next week. Try to make these threes, man. Be a standout player, man. Your team play good enough. Be a standout player. Yo, just go out there, give it your all. Get it together, man. Scott Stott stopped the internal fighting. So I guess that's it. Peace out, SAFL. Wait, hold on. Let me see what's in the chat before I go. Outlaws, rounds. All right, nothing in there. Nothing too much. Tots for the W on Saturday. All right. Yo, peace out, y'all.
Peace.